What's going on, guys? Today we are for the special 20th episode of Pre-Debut to Now. Today we are not doing groups. We're going to be talking about a show that creates groups, Produce 101. And if you don't know what Produce 101 is a reality TV show franchise based in South Korea by conglomerate CJ based on the formation of a K-pop boy or group, which is not necessarily K-pop because they have expanded into China and Japan with their own seasons, which I'm not going to be talking about in this video because we're going to be mainly focusing on the Korean part, the main part. The franchise attracted a wide following in the world. More than 10 million people casted votes during the finale of Season 2 in 2017, equivalent to a fifth of South Korea's population. In 2018, the 8 episodes of Produce 101 China attracted more than 4.3 billion views on Tencent Video. But more importantly, the show has followed scandal. Following the Mnet voting manipulation scandal on November 14, 2019, producer An Jun-young partially admitted to rigging the votes for all seasons of Produce 101 during police questioning. He was arrested before all the allegations and bribery frauds in all the seasons. And if we were going to start at the beginning. Produce 101 Season 1. Produce 101 was the 2016 girl group survival reality show on Mnet, and it's the first season of the franchise. It was the large-scale project that produces a girl unit per member in a pool of 101 trainees from 46 agencies, as well as the group's concept, debut song, and girl name. Produced by CJ and Signal Entertainment Group for Mnet, the show had the second largest budget of all broadcasts by the latter at the 4 billion won, which is approximately $3.4 million in American money. Produce 101 is a nation's first agency collaboration unit girl group project, which brings together 101 trainees from different entertainment companies both inside and outside of South Korea. From the 101 trainees, 11 will be selected to form a unit girl group. The unit group will perform 4 songs together for a year and release a debut album under the record label of CJ but may join a girl group that the agencies are planning to see. The trainees began dorming together on the 5th of December 2015. They took the stage in their group mission at the CJ studio in Ilsan of December 27, 2015. For the girls' training, several artists were recruited for the show, including actor-singer Jang Kyun-suk as a mentor, Brown Eyed Girls vocalist Jea, and Kim Sung-un as vocal trainers, soloist Kahi with choreography, Bae Yoon-jung as dance trainers, and rapper Cheetah for rap training. Additionally, trainer Ray Yang was in charge of the girls' fitness training. Produce 101 was veiled for the first time on the 453rd episode of M Countdown on December 17, 2015. The group was presented by Jang Kyun-suk, and 98 out of 101 members showcased their talents through the EDM song Pick Me. From December 18th to 25th of December of 2015, the 101 participants were revealed via official website, Facebook, Instagram, and Naver TV cast. Each girl was introduced with a profile, photo, and introduction video. On January 21st, 2016, the production representative for the show was held for the 63rd Convention Center in Udo, Seoul. MC Jang Kyun-suk was 5 mentors and 97 out of the 101 trainees attended the presentation. During the event, it was revealed that the unit group from Produce 101 with 11 members would debut under YMC Entertainment. Controversy arose after Ilsan Sports leaked the contract terms between CJE&M and the Produce 101 trainees agencies to the public on February 16, 2016. According to the contract, the agencies and trainees are prohibited from legal action against manipulations edits made on the show and from revealing unreleased information. While the agencies share music production costs, trainees will not receive payments for participating in the show, and CJE&M will take half of any profits from Produce 101 music releases, and with the agencies of members featuring in the release sharing the remainder. An affiliate of the show stated that it was regrettable that the content of the contract were revealed, and emphasized that the terms outlined in the contract are legally common and made to protect the editorial rights of producers and to prevent any spoilers from the show. And now we have here, of course, the 11 people who made I.O.I. During the last episode aired on April 1st, 2016, Jang Kyun-suk announced the girl group's name I.O.I. And of course, we have the members who made it and their votes and the company, with, of course, rank number 1, Jang So-mi, or So-mi, with over 800,058 votes under JYP. Kim Se-jeon, who is under Jellyfish with over 500,000 votes. Choi Yoo-jung and Kim Chung-ah, both having over 400,000 votes. Kim So-hee and Joo Se-kung, both having over 200,000 votes, as well as Kim Do-young and Chung Chae-young, both also having over 200,000 votes. Kang Mi-na and Lim Na-young having over 100,000 votes, and then the lowest votes having being Yoo Young-jung with 136,000. The only few people that are still relevant to this story that haven't disbanded from their groups is So-mi, Yoo-jung, and Chung-ah. I.O.I. released its debut EP Chrysalis on May 4th, 2016. Several group members resumed activities under their respective agencies after disbandment. Chung Chae-young with label-mate Kim Hee-young made it back as a member of Dia with their first EP Happy Ending on June 14, 2016. Kim Se-jeong and Kang Mi-na with label-mate Kim Na-young debuted as members of Gugudan and released their debut EP Act, The Little Mermaid, on June 28, 2016. The group officially disbanded on June 31st, 2020. Yoo Young-jung was announced to be the newest member of Korean Chinese girl group Cosmic Girls and released their second EP, The Secret, on August 17, 2016. One of the few groups that are still going on to this day. Joo Se-kung and Lim Na-young debuted as part of the girl group Kristen, a group that I did talk about as well, and released their first EP, Hi Kristen, on March 21st, 2017. Kristen officially disbanded on May 24, 2019. Soo Shang-sung stayed with Pledis Entertainment while Lim Na-young departed from the label, but at this point, Kil-kyung, which is Soo Se-chung's stage name, also departed, so yeah. But before that, she made her solo debut in China with the digital single Y on September 6, 2018. Jang So-mi signed with an exclusive contract with JYP Entertainment on January 27 for solo activities, but she left JYP in August of 2018 and then signed with the Black label, which is a subsidiary of YG, on September 2018. She debuted as a solo artist on June 13, 2019 with the single Birthday. Kim Chung-ah appeared in the soundtrack of Strong Woman Do Bong-soon OST Part 5 on March 17, 2017, and solo debut EP Hands on Me on June 7, 2017, with the title track Why Don't You Know, featuring Nuksal. And then Choi Yoo-jung and Kim Do-young, with label mates Lee So-jung and Jung Ha-rim, debuted under the girl group Weke Meke and released their debut EP, Weme, on August 8, 2017. Another girl group that I do believe is still around, but hasn't really released anything, so that's why I didn't consider them in the okay for right now, besides Yu Youngjung, who was part of Cosmic Girls, which they are still active right now. They have released a digital single like last month, so that's why I didn't put the two members who would feature into Weke Meke on here for right now. Now we're on to Produce 101 Season 2. Produce 101 Season 2 was a 2017 boy survival reality show on Mnet, and is the second season of the franchise. The public producers a boy group choosing 11 members among 101 trainees from 54 entertainment companies through online voting and live voting with multiple elimination rounds. The public also chooses the group's concept, debut song, and group name. The season finale was on June 16, 2017, which was broadcast live. The show announced the final 11 members who would debut as 101. More than 16 million people casted their votes during the finale, equivalent to around 30% of South Korea's population. Produce 101 Season 2 consisted of 101 male contestants who were trainees under different company labels, debut idols, and individual trainees in South Korea. Though most contestants were Korean, some of them were Chinese, Japanese, and Taiwanese participants in addition to those from other nations. The final episode, 11 out of the top 20 contestants were chosen to form the show's project group through a national fan voting system. The group will promote for 2 years, ending in June 31st, 2018, under YMC Entertainment, also the label of I.O.I. The top 35 performed with the winning team as a finale concert. The group will disband after the contracts end, allowing the members of the final lineup to return to their respective agencies. Bigger agencies including SM, YG, and JYP chose not to send trainees to participate in the second season. YG Entertainment was, however, represented by 4 models under the subsidiary YGK+. The first season's main director, Han Dong-chul, withdrew from the show due to other commitments. From the boys' training, several artists were recruited for the show. Singers Lee Seok-hoon and Shin Yu-mi were in charge of the vocal training. Rappers Cheetah and Don Mills saw over rapping trainings, and Ka-hee and Kong Jae-sun oversaw dancing training. On February 23rd, Mnet announced that BoA would be taking the MC role for this season, replacing Jang Hyun-suk. She would be acting as a messenger and representative of the viewers. Later in the same day, the trainers were also announced, and that announced the official broadcast of the show, which would replace High School Rapper's time slot on March 8th. Soon after they moved to the dorms on February 26th, the participants started filming. A teaser video of who would be taking center or lead role for the first song was revealed later. The contestants of Produce 101 Season 2 appeared for the first time on the 14th of Mnet Countdown on March 9th, 2017. The group was presented by BoA, and the members performed their EDM song, Pick Me. The center role was given to brand new music's Lee Dang-dae-ho. Some participants have previously debuted through Newest, JJCC, Hotshot, and Top Dog. Other participants also gained attention from national producers such as Ono Entertainment's Jang Moon-bok, Maru Entertainment's Park Ji-hoon, Fantagio's On Sang-woo, and the youngest participant from Media Line Entertainment, Lee Woo-jin. On March 31st, the participants performed their single Pick Me at the Gyeongsang Dome ahead of the baseball game between the LG Twins and the Nexon Heroes. In addition, Lee Dae-hui threw a ceremonial first pitch at the Brave Entertainment's Kim Sang-yeol at bat. In the concept song round for the show, 4 contestants were accused of cheating by trying to manipulate a vote to determine which song would they perform. MMO's Entertainment's Kang Daniel reportedly indicated which song he preferred by altering the numbers of cat emojis on his Instagram biography at the request of a fan post on a community site, and that decided to penalize the trainers that failed to follow the rules by banning them from choosing the songs in question. Two Wise Entertainment Lee Kwan was accused of hinting at his song's preference by posting Okiwan, Sakiwan, Sankiwan, Likiwan on Instagram. His agency released a statement saying that Lee would be banned from using social media until the show was over. A subsequent statement said that the posts on Instagram were made by the agency in an attempt to increase Lee's popularity while he was allegedly sleeping and unaware. Kiwi Media Group's Kim Dong-bin was also involved through screenshots of Kakao Talk's messages in which Kim's father was asked his fan club president to promote Never or Open Up at his concept song for Kim Dong-bin. Brand New Music's Lim Young-min was later implicated through screenshots of a Kakao Talk chat room of fans in which that Lim's brother had asked his friend to inform the fans in the chat room that Lim wanted the song Never and Oh Little Girl for his concept song. As this incident was not caught until after the recording of the concept evaluation, Lim was penalized with a different penalty during the following evaluation. Now we're going to talk about the one-on-one members' votes, and, well, of course. During the last episode aired on June 16, 2017, BoA announced the unit boy band's name, One-on-One. Of course, with Kang Daniel at number 1, with over 1,500,000 votes. Park Ji-hyun was second with over 1,100,000 votes. Same thing with Lee Da-hee with over 1,100,000 votes. Kim Jae-won was also over 1 million votes, with Eun Sung-woo having over 900,000 votes, Park Woo-jin having over 900,000, Lee Kwon-lin over 900,000, Yoo Jung-sung over 900,000, Wang Min-hyung over 800,000, Bae Jin-young over 800,000, and Ha Seung-woo having just under 800,000. The finale concert was held by the top 35 contestants on July 1st and July 2nd of 2017 at the Olympic Hall in Seoul. 101 released 3 EPs and 2 albums from 2017 and 2018. They would disband on January 27, 2019 after a 4-day finale concert at Gunchuk Sagai Dome in Seoul. Several member groups resumed activities in their respective agencies. Hang Soo-woo debuted as a solo artist with his first EP, My Moment, released on February 28, 2019. Hwang Min-hyung returned to NU'EST following 101's disbandment and rejoined promotions for their 6th EP, Happily Ever After, which was released on April 29, 2019. Eun Sung-woo starred in the lead of the JTBC drama At 18, which ran from July to September 2019. He debuted as a soloist on March 25, 2020 with his first EP, Gravity. Park Ji-hyun debuted as a soloist under Maru with his first EP, O'Clock, on March 26, 2019, and was also cast in the same month under the JTBC historical drama Flower Crew Joseon Marriage Agency, which aired from September to November 2019. Park Woo-jin and Lee Da-hee released a single Candle in January 2019. Both Woo-jin and Da-hee, along with fellow brand new streamee Lim Young-min and Kim Dong-hyun, debuted as members of Brand New Music's boy group AB6 in their debut EP Be Complete on May 22nd. Bae Jung-young released his debut single album Hard to Say Goodbye on April 26, 2019. He later debuted as a member of C9's boy group 6 with EP Hello Chapter 1, Hello Stranger, which was released on July 23rd. Lee Kwon-lin was casted as the lead in the Chinese drama A Little Thing Called First Love, which ran from October to November of 2019. He was also part of the duo Woo-seok and Kai Lin with Woo-seok from Pentagon, and released their first EP, 9801, on March 11, 2019. Kwon-lin requested a termination of his contract with Cube Entertainment in July 2019, but his request was dismissed in November 2019. Listen, Cube sucks. Yoo Jun-suk released his first extended play, Aside, on February 20th, 2019 under LM Entertainment. He's currently serving as an active duty soldier after enlisting in the military in May 14, 2019. Kim Jae-won signed with Swing Entertainment, One-on-One's label, and debuted as a solo artist with his first EP, Another, on May 20th, 2019. And now we get to the most famous member. Kang Daniel initially signed with LM Entertainment in 2019 before submitting an application to suspend his contract with LM, which was granted to him on May 10th. He established his own agency, Connect Entertainment, for his solo activities and released his first EP, Color on Me, on July 25th. And now we get on to the third season, or else better known as Produce 48. Produce 48 was the third season of the competition reality show Produce 101. It was a large-scale project in which public produces a girl group by voting for members out of a poll of 96 contestants this time from South Korea and Japan, as well as voting for the group's concept name and debut single. The show was a collaboration between Mnet's series Produce 101 and J-pop idol group AKB48. The winning 12 contestants, with no nationality caps as voted by only Korean viewers, would promote as a group for 2 years and 6 months. The program itself is primarily in Korean, however, staff and trainers' instructions were also translation on-site by interpreters. The show announced the final 12 members who made it into, as well as the official name of the group, I.O.I, during the finale on August 31st, 2018. Produced by AKA TV, the company that also produced the second season of Produce 101, for Mnet, the show premiered on June 15, 2018, and it concluded on the 31st of August 2018 with 12 episodes. It was directed by An Jung-young, who also directed the first 2 seasons of Produce 101. Produce 48 brought together 96 girls from idol groups and entertainment companies in Japan and South Korea to form a 12-person group that would promote for 2.5 years. Formed as a collaboration between Mnet and Yasushi Akimoto, the project planned to adapt the AKB48's concept of idols that you can meet and greet and be able to perform in a designated theater. Members of the group are able to promote under their own agencies concurrently as the show, and the group's promotions thereafter are recorded in batches. The show started with 96 contestants who were initially grouped into several classes. Episodic competitions were featured in the girls performed in teams and a variety of songs, and were voted by the studio audience, with the winning teams receiving a number of bonus votes to apply for their overall vote count. The viewers' submitted votes were then applied to the girls' rankings, with certain episodes being elimination rounds to reduce the remaining number of contestants. Of the 96 contestants, 57 of them were South Korean idols and companies, and the other 39 were from Japanese idol groups, consisting of current members of AKB48 and their sister groups. The final 12 were selected regardless of nationality. The concept for Produce 48 was revealed on the 2017 Mnet Asian Music Awards in Japan on November 29, 2017, following a joint performance of AKB48 and South Korean artists Weke Meke, Chungha, Pristin, Idol School, and From Is 9. In February 2018, Mnet stated that it would not use the speculated format of having 48 girls from South Korea and 48 girls from Japan competing separately, or that 6 members of each country would be selected. The first teasers of the show were released on April 11, 2018. On April 22nd, the series theme song, Nekoya Pick Me, was recorded by the contestants of the show, with HKT48's Sakura Mayawaka as center. The winners of the previous series, I.O.I and One-on-One, made appearances at the recording. Produce 48's contestants performed the theme song on the 570th episode of Mnet Countdown on May of 2018. The show premiered on June 15, 2018 on Mnet in South Korea and Mnet Japan. It was also being broadcast on Japan's on BS Sky Perfect TV, CJ also live-streamed the series on their TV global service. The series was broadcast on TVN Asia in Hong Kong, Singapore, Macau, Malaysia, Indonesia, Taiwan, Thailand, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, Cambodia, and Myanmar, where it was premiered on June 21st, 2018. Following allegations of electoral fraud on the final episode of Produce X101, 272 viewers filed a lawsuit against on August 20th, 2019, a search warrant was issued on CJ offices and text voting company by the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency. During their first search, the police uncovered voice recordings of the staff members discussing vote manipulation on their previous seasons of the show, resulting in them extending their investigation to all 4 seasons of the Produce 101 series and Idol School. On November 6, 2019, producer An Jung-young and Kim Young-boom were arrested. During questioning, An admitted to have manipulated rankings for Produce 48 and Produce X101. Police also found that An was using services from adult entertainment establishments, and Gangnam paid for various talent agencies approximately 40 times beginning from the second half of 2018, estimating to 100 million won. And on November 7, 2019, the police revealed that the final rankings for the top 20 trainees during Produce 48 and Produce X101 was already being predetermined by the producers before the final performances were recorded and broadcasted. On November 18, 2020, a trial was held for the Produce 101 series manipulation case. The court revealed that the 4th round of voting of the show was manipulated, with trainees Lee Gaeun and Han Cho-won supposed to be in 5th and 6th place. If you remember, Cho-won is also part of Lightsum now, and I have covered that on my first episode. And now we're getting into the I.O.I announcement. The finale was held on August 30th, 2018, and the broadcast live, Lee Seung-gi announced the unit group named I.O.I, which is also my favorite out of any of these. Jang Woo-young won first with over 300,000 votes, then Sakura Miyawaki with over 300,000 as well, Jo Yuri with under 300,000, Cho Yana with 285,000, I.U.Jin with 280,000, Nako Yabuki with 261,000, Kwon Yun-bi with over 250,000, Kang Hee-won with 248,000, Hitomi Honda with 240,000, Kim Chae-won with 238,000, Kim Min-ju with 227,000, and then Lee Chae-young with 221,000. So technically, these two wouldn't have made the cut if the voting scandal didn't happen, and Cho-won would have made it. I.O.I released their debut EP Color Eyes on October 29, 2018. Since then, they have released 2 studio albums, one in Korean and one in Japanese, 4 mini-albums, and 3 Japanese singles. After 2.5 years of activities, I.O.I disbanded in April of 2021 following the contract expiration. Sakura graduated from HKT48 and has graduated concert on June 19, 2021. Is now part of HYBE. Kwon Yun-bi debuted as a solo artist on the 24th of August 2021 with her first EP, Open. And on August 10, 2021, Choi Yena announced that she will be making her debut single in the later part of 2021. And on August 22, 2021, Starship Entertainment announced that Jang Woo-young and I.U.Jin will be debuting a new girl group, but the girl group's name, number of members, and the concept have not been revealed yet. Lee Chae-young competed on Street Woman Fighter as part of the Want dance crew. And then Choi Yuri was debuted as a soloist as well on October 7, 2021 with her first single album, Glassy. Now I'm on to the most infamous season, the final season so far of Produce 101, Produce X101. And then Produce X101 is a 2019 South Korean boy group reality show on Mnet in the 4th season of Produce 101. The public referred to as national producers produces a boy band by choosing 11 members among 101 trainees from 47 different agencies and independent trainees through online voting and live voting with multiple elimination rounds. The public will also choose the group's concept, debut song, and group name. The show aired from May 3rd to July 29th of 2019. The group from the show was named X1, but after extensive voting manipulations was proven, the group was disbanded on January 6, 2020. On February 28, 2019, Mnet announced that they would be debuting a boy group under the 5 years with 2.5 years exclusive contract and another 2.5 years non-exclusive contract, meaning that the eventual members can return and co-promote with their original agencies after the first half. Filming for the show began on March 4th, 2019. On the same day, the trainers were announced, as well as Lee Dong-wook announced as MC role. The trainees were first revealed through a runway show on March 20th, 2019, and on March 21st, the first performance of their title track, X1MA, was revealed on M Countdown later that day, revealing Sung Dong-pyo as DSP Media's as the center. The show premiered on May 3rd, 2019 on Mnet in South Korea, Mnet Japan, and Ambia TV in Japan, JOOX in Thailand, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Myanmar, and Indonesia, YouTube and VIA Live in other international locations. The series will be broadcasted on TVN Asia in Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, Malaysia, Indonesia, the Philippines, Thailand, Myanmar, and Sri Lanka, 18 hours after the original South Korean broadcast from May 4, 2019, with English, Chinese, Malay, Thai, and Indonesian subtitles. New to the series is the X rank, the lowest rank where they are the most vulnerable to be eliminated. It is similar to the F rank used in previous 3 seasons. Furthermore, the 11th member of the final group will be decided by the total number of votes they have accumulated throughout the whole season, meaning that the trainee who places 11th in the finale does not necessarily become the 11th member of the final group. The finale was held on July 19th, 2019, was broadcasted live. Lee Dong-wook announced the unit boy group X1, with Kim Yo-han being number 1 ranked overall with 1,300,034 votes, with Kim Woo-suk with over 1,300,000 votes, then Han Sung-woo with over 100 million votes, and then Sung Hyun-jun with over 1 million votes, then Choi Sung-yoon with over 900,000 votes, then Sung Dong-pyo with 800,000 votes, then Lee Hang-gil with almost 800,000 votes, then Nam Do-hyung with 700,000 votes, Cha Jun-young with 756,000 votes, Kang Min-hee with 749,000 votes, then Lee Eun-sang with 600,089 votes, being the lowest. X1 released their debut EP, Emergency Quantum Leap, on August 27, 2019. However, due to circumstances surrounding the group's formation being under investigation as part of Mnet's voting manipulation scandal, the group ultimately disbanded a few months afterwards on January 6, 2020, after an unsuccessful negotiation between the members' individual agencies about the group's future. Several members resumed activities for their respective groups. Han Sung-woo returned to Viction in January 2020 and rejoined the group's promotions for their 6th EP, Continuous, which was released on March 9, 2020. Sung-woo also debuted as a soloist for his solo debut EP, Fame, on August 10, 2020. Lee Hang-gil and Nam Do-hyung formed the unit H&D and released their song Towards Tomorrow on February 5, 2020. The group released their first mini-album, Soulmate, on April 21, 2020. The duo later disbanded the debuted in the boy group Bay 173 under MBK's Pocket Doll Studio with their first EP, Intersection Spark, on November 19th. Song Kyung-jun and Kang Min-hee, alongside fellow Starship trainees Koo Jung-mo and Hang Woo-jin, debuted as members of Starship's newest boy group, Gravity, with their debut EP, Hideout Remember Who We Are, on April 14, 2020. Kim Woo-suk debuted as a soloist with his debut extended play, First Desire Agreed, on May 25, 2020. Choi Jung-yoon resumed as a soloist under his given name and his Woods moniker. He released his first album, Equal, on June 29, 2020. Lee Eun-sung debuted as a solo artist on August 31, 2020, with his debut mini-album, Beautiful Star. Kim Yo-han became a fixed cast member of the KBS variety show Battle of the Musicians, which began airing on April 25, 2020. He debuted as a soloist with the debut single, No More, produced by Zion T, on August 25, 2020, and on October 5, 2020, he, alongside fellow contestants, debuted as a member of the group Way with their debut EP titled Identity First Sight. Chai Jung-ho, alongside William Entertainment's Han Wang-yoon-suk, Kim Dong-young, Lee Hyo-yup, and Choi Chang-wook, and Kim Min-so, debuted part as Williams' new boy group Drippin' in 2020. Drippin' released their first EP, Voyager, on October 28th. Sung Dong-kyo, alongside DSP Media's Lee Jung-hyuk, debuted as DSP Media's new boy group Murray on March 17, 2021, with their first mini-album, Keb. Now we get to the juicy part of the story. Produce X101 voting scandal. Several viewers suspected that Mnet had tampered with the total votes after noticing numerical patterns in the final episode. In response to the allegations, Mnet admitted that there were some errors in calculating, but they maintained that the final rankings were correct and no intentions of changing X1's member lineup. 14 representatives from agencies of the 20 finalists held a meeting on July 29, 2019 and agreed to support Produce X101's outcome in X1's debut. And on August 1, 2019, 272 viewers filed a lawsuit against Mnet for electoral fraud, as their on-site text voting service was charged $100 million per vote. Politician Han Tae-kyung also condemned Mnet, stating that some of the numbers had the low probability of naturally occurring. And on August 20, 2019, a search warrant was issued on CJ E&M offices and a text voting company by the Seoul Metropolitan Police Department. During their search, police uncovered voice recordings of the staff members discussing voting manipulation on the previous seasons of the show, resulting in them extending their investigations to all the seasons, including Idol School, Show Me the Money, and Superstar K. Several brands canceled their endorsements deals with X1 or put them on hold. In spite of this, X1 debut proceeded as planned. On October 1st, 2019, the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency confirmed that the votes from the eliminated trainees were all added to the total votes of the members who debuted in X1, as process has afflicted 2 to 3 trainees who were originally the top 11. The police issued a search seizure warrant from Starship Entertainment, William Entertainment, and MBK Entertainment. The police also investigated several agencies involved in Produce 48, reportedly per contract signed with CJ The entertainment agencies were paid 100 million won for every episode talent they appeared in. The ominous trainee allegedly only 1 million was given to their talent agencies for participating in a song, while each participant would only get a small percentage, and CJ E&M would keep the additional profits if the song performed well. Some entertainment agencies who disagreed would request their talents to be eliminated as a last minute to withdraw them. On October 15, 2019, NBC broadcast a feature on the vote rigging controversy on PD Note. Participants of Produce X101 and Idol School and agency officials allegedly anonymously that the production teams were biased to trainees they preferred, such as forcing songs producers to give certain trainees more lines and providing them with more screen time. An anonymous trainee alleged that one trainee, under pressure from Starship Entertainment, was secretly informed about a mission in advance by one of the choreographers. He was also alleged that some trainees knew the final rankings before the results were announced, and that a trainee from William Entertainment was told by a team leader that only one person from their agency would debut in X1. Two trainees allegedly that were center positions for the scene song X1MA was originally assigned to a different contest chosen by trainee votes before the producers changed it to audience vote at last minute. A fourth trainee claimed that many participants felt the show was biased towards trainees from Starship Entertainment. Staff members anonymously alleged that for the final ranking results, only one off-site producer had counted the votes in a separate room and sent them to a result via text message. Following the report, on October 16, 2019, the police began investigating whether the producers had accepted money for manipulating the votes. On the 17th of October 2019, Korea Communication Standards Commission revealed that they may fine Mnet up to 30 million won for violating the enforcement decree of the Broadcasting Act. And on November 5, 2019, after approval from the Seoul National District Court, the police issued arrest warrants and travel bans for director An Jun-young, chief producer Kim Young-boom, a producer with the surname Lee, and Starship Entertainment's vice president Kim Kang-ho, after they had attempted to destroy evidence. By evening, An and Kim Young-boom were arrested. During questioning, An admitted to have manipulated the rankings for Produce 148 and X101. Police also found that An had been using services from adult entertainment establishments in Gangnam paid for by various talent agencies approximately 40 times beginning from the second half of 2018, estimated up to 100 million won. And on May 29, 2020, director An Jung-young and chief producer Kim Young-boom has been sentenced to 2 years and 20 months jail time, respectively. And on November 18th, the first criminal division of the Seoul court sentenced CJ E&M general producer Kim Young-boom, who was charged with obstruction and fraud, to a 1 year and 8 months in prison. On the same day, the judiciary also directed disclose the names of the trainees who were unjustly eliminated, which included Anzardi Timothy, which was 61st, whose first votes were manipulated, Kim Kung-kyung, and Lee Jin-woo, who were eliminated due to manipulations of the third vote, and Kun Jung-moo, Lee Jung-hyuk, and Kim Dong-hyun, who were supposed to be the 6th to 8th places during the final ranking. Yep, this episode is finally done, and this season is finally done. I am ready to put in more effort with this series, and I'm happy that I've gotten this special episode done. I hope you love it. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys later. Peace out.